with a keeper at the moment. You might be wondering what one of our keepers is doing in there with a cheetah. This is actually Katavi. She's our hand-raised cheetah here at the zoo. You might already know all about her if you watch Zoo Days at all. If you did watch Zoo Days, she was probably an awful lot smaller the last time you saw her. She's actually over a year old now. She'll be about 18 months when she's fully grown, so she's still a little bit of growing to do. Now, her keepers can still come out with her, and they're starting to do a little bit of training with her, and also a little bit of enrichment up front with her as well. This is just to help kind of settle her down into the enclosure. Now, when Katavi was first born to her mum Uriah, our other female cheetah here at the zoo, she was actually the only surviving cub in her litter. Now, when this happens, female cheetahs can't actually then look after that cub. They can't produce enough milk to raise it themselves. This is just an evolutionary adaptation, really, of female cheetahs. They have problems with a lot of other animals out on the plains of Africa, especially things like lions and leopards and hyenas. They'll come in, they'll take their food, they'll also take the cubs as prey as well. It's actually a very, very hard life for cheetahs out on the plains of Africa. And the chance of those cubs actually making it to adulthood are very, very slim. Now, because of this, females have adapted to only raising large sets of cubs, so there's a good chance that at least a few of those will make it into adulthood. Now, this wasn't particularly a problem for Katavi here at the zoo, though, because she had people that could step in and start looking after her instead. It was pretty hard work. It was feeds every 3 hours to start with. Someone had to be with her all the time. But as she's got older, she's got stronger and got an awful lot bigger. She started making her way and spending time down in the cheetah enclosure instead now. She spends all of her time here. She's got an enclosure out back that she shares on a rotational basis with her mum Uriah as well. And they take it in turns to kind of be out front. That we did on kind of a very slow kind of process, really. We started spending like a few hours a day sort of down here, and then she worked her way up to spending a few nights a week down here until she was spending all of her time down here. This is because we didn't really want to scare her, as it would be quite a big change for her. She'd been brought up otherwise in a house with around people and dogs with a sofa and a fire, so it's quite a big change for her to kind of come down and live in the cheetah enclosure. So it was something that she just had to do a little bit at a time until she got used to it. Now, as you watch Katavi in here today, you'll have a really good chance to have a good look at a cheetah and see how they're built. As many people know, they're one of the fastest land animals. They can reach speeds of up to about 16 miles per hour, and they're very specially adapted to help with that. They've got these really nice long legs, they've got a very nice kind of lean, streamlined body, they've got that nice long tail that works a little bit like a rudder. It helps them to balance as they're going around corners, stop them from falling to one side when they're running at those fast speeds. Things you can't see there, they've also got really big nostrils, really big lungs to help them take in lots and lots of air to keep them running at such fast speeds in the first place. At the moment, I think a keeper is just doing a little bit of enrichment with her, just trying to get her to play, but you might not up on the side, up on the kind of cave structure, there's a kind of stick with a red ball on the end of it. That'll be used in the end to do a little bit of what we call target training with her. It's just getting her used to responding to the stimuli, which is that red ball, and getting her to come towards it. This is just so, in case in the future the keepers can't get this close to her, they can still get her over to do things like medical checks. It has to be done kind of through the enclosure.
Watch the lady, he's going to play with a ball in a minute.
We are hoping in the future that Katavi here will be part of a breeding programme herself. And this is pretty important as cheetah numbers are incredibly low, not only in the wild but also in zoos as well. They have huge problems with them in breeding because their population numbers are that low. So it's really important that every healthy female cheetah can be part of this breeding programme to help up the numbers. Like I said, we are hoping that Katavi here herself will be part of that breeding programme in the future, just like her mum has been. I do hope you enjoyed watching her here today. If you've got any other questions about her, please feel free to come up and talk to me. My name's Rebecca. I'll be happy to answer any other questions you can come up with.
Yeah, come on in.